would throw here. Stands back near his own end zone, fires it out, and Gorkhuber's got it. He's up past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40. He could go all the way. Oh my goodness. This is going to state football tournament. Now here is a pitch. Snidey gets it. He'll go down in the backfield. Oh, here by Hadley Marty. Now a play in the middle, again pushed over. Monticello getting a little tentative here. Schlichting will push it. And frequently becomes scoring chances for the team taking the corner. This one is bent in, a header, and it's off the goal post and in. Okay, yeah, so we must have had Ellie Meyer the previous one. So Abby Haig going to play it out, and here comes St. Cloud getting behind the defense here. Longnecker trying to make the shot. Now Madeline Lewis is battling Brecklin Ellingson, and here's a possible odd man rush up the left side. Here's a shot and a goal. Ready to head down the runway here. High and then
in the gym, Monticello here getting ready to go on a run here, down 11 for the Cardinals here. It'll be super important to take care of the basketball.
3 by Evink is good, and Ellie Hommelvig has the defensive rebound for the Cardinals. Now off to Hennessy, then straight on 3 by Helscher. That doesn't go, and a good box out there as the Cardinals' Miles Gray gets the rebound. Ahead to Roderick, then out to Mason Witt, who
pulls this out over this last minute.
Yep, and now a pass gets tipped. Could be another flush. There it is. On our late media platforms is Alexandria and Brainerd square off for the first time this year. And ironically, both of these meetings between the Warriors and the Cardinals take place during the final 3 weeks of the regular season. Both teams have similar records in terms of win-loss conference records and win-loss overall records. We expect a dandy matchup as the rivalry on the ice is renewed today with the Brainerd Warriors hosting the Alexandria Cardinals. Welcome to our Jutner Motors pregame show as we come to you on location from the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd, Minnesota. Let me introduce the people that are helping to make today's broadcast possible. We have one of those in the 56308 right now. He's the man at Master Control. Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer. And on site here in the 218 in the Brainerd Lakes area, we have videographer J.P. Boline, who is doing the work on the video camera for our YouTube channel. And then we've got the two people that will describe the action today, including myself, D-Mac, Dave McClurg, and once again we've got Jeff James as our analyst for today's game. Jeff, first, we get the...
There we go.
Get the customized intro on the radio for my broadcast partner. And Jeff, great to be connecting with you. Alexandria and Brainerd, it's always a fun rivalry, really no matter what the sport happens to be, whether it's soccer, football, basketball, in this case, boys hockey. Tough to believe that it takes until January 27th, 2026 for the Warriors and the Cardinals to play each other. And while Alexandria is still searching for that ever-elusive first win against a common opponent in Section 8AA, they've got 2 opportunities to do that between now and February 5th.
Yeah, I got to make a call for tonight. I think it's going to happen tonight. That's my call. But this is a team that, you know, in Alexandria that's really hungry for that first section win. And Brainerd is a little struggling a little bit this year, but Alexandria has always played well here. I think this rivalry is it reminds me so much of when we used to go and watch, you know, Little Falls and Brainerd. It doesn't matter if one's good, if one's not, it's going to be a tight game. You know, they always work hard. They don't like each other. It's just going to be one of those nights, and I have a feeling that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, it's a matchup where typically I think, you know, the good Brainerd teams have some skill. They also have some strength. I know Dr. Landon Olson will join us during our next segment of our Jutner Motors pregame show with our Alamere Health coaches' comments, but he has noted as he has watched Brainerd through various video and even the head-to-head meetings from the years gone by that the Warriors, especially in their home arena, they're going to meet you along the wall. That I think Ian Resch used the term and Dr. Olson used the term in our pregame interview that will feature in just minutes. Brainerd likes to play a heavy game, and that means finishing off checks. And, they may look to ratchet up the physicalness, but I think his team's ready for that. And, it should be a fun matchup again. 2 head-to-head meetings really in the next 10 days here.
Right, and that's going to be the other thing. When you play teams that close in dates to each other, it's like we're kind of sick of seeing each other, right? And this will be the first of those two. So I agree. I mean, I think heavy games are a great way to explain Brainerd, and I mean, I don't mean to say that Brainerd is some like shoe-in, kick-in win. That's not the case. They're still going to be a formidable opponent tonight, but it will be. Can I say tonight? We're at 4:35.
Yes,
okay.
It is. I typically say permissible. If you really want to get down to the DMAC lingo, evening would be any time after 5 p.m. or after sunset. Well, now sunset comes after 5 p.m. You really can use afternoon up until 6 o'clock, but evening is acceptable. It's just not good to say tonight or evening when it's 11:30 in the morning.
Right. So anyway, I just really think that this is going to be one of those hard-fought contests, but it's definitely a game that Alexandria can kind of right the 8AA ship a little bit and get on the board, and I totally expect that they'll do that.
Brainerd comes in at 6-10-2 on the year. That's compared to Alexandria's 7-10. So for the Warriors, it's game number 19 out of a possible 25. For Alexandria, it's game number 18 out of a possible 25. I think the one thing that I noticed as we printed out some notes in preparation of the game, Brainerd actually started the year at 2-9-2, so only 2 wins in the first 13 games of the year. But since, the Warriors have gone 4-1. So if you talk about timing, I think Brainerd's really feeling, as I talked with head coach Jared Johnson before we went on the air, and one of his assistants, Tate Rusk, who used to coach the Brainerd Little Falls girls hockey team, now is an assistant in the boys program here in Brainerd. They're feeling a little bit upbeat that maybe they've figured a few things out. And, as you get a trend of winning 4 out of 5, now some of that might have to do with the teams that are on your schedule at that point of the year, but it could very well be a sign that Brainerd's playing better hockey right now.
Well, and that, confidence is a big thing. And I think you take that when you can get it. Those games that you want to have and those games that you have a little bit of success, the boys start to feel it, and they start to feel like, hey, this can work. And that's what I think Brainerd's probably feeling right now. And I know Alexandria is still looking to kind of, like I said, right the ship, maybe not the right terminology, but just get on a roll here a little bit.
Right.
That could be more of the way we want to put it. And these guys are hungry. They're hungry, and this is the first step.
As a fan of the Alexandria Cardinals, as I am, and, I get the feeling, and we've seen them periodically throughout the course of the year. I think this is our 6th of 7 regular season broadcasts, and we've seen moments within games where the Cardinals play very, very good hockey. We've seen moments during games where things don't necessarily go Alexandria's way. And I've heard a concept used in sports recently, the term stacking. And, I think a lot of managers and coaches will say, we want to stack good performances together.
Right.
That's what can lead to a win streak, when you stack consecutive games that result in favorable outcomes. I guess from my perspective as an Alexandria sports fan, I'd like to see the Alexandria Cardinals stack together 3 solid periods tonight. Maybe they don't win all 3 of the periods. Maybe they come out on top in 2 of the 3 and play even in the 3rd, or maybe they win 1 period and play even in the other 2. But I have a feeling if they can stack 3 solid periods together, that gets them to the outcome that they would like to achieve.
Absolutely, and I think it starts with that, again, first 5 minutes of the first period. Let's go out, let's set the tone, let's get through that first period doing what we do and what we need to do for ourselves. Forget about what Brainerd's doing right now. Let's do what we're going to do, right? And then let that stuff work it out. But I agree with you, D-Mac. I think we've seen just brilliant times for the boys, and then we've seen very lackluster periods for the boys. And, they're kids. It's hard to turn it on all the time, but effort is one of those things that you don't have to have a lot of skill to be able to do well. And I think we're going to see a lot of effort out of the boys tonight.
Again, it is a 5 p.m. start because this is the first of 2 varsity games inside the main rink at the Essentia Health Sports Center. I believe they call this the Civic Arena Rink. And Brainerd Little Falls girls hockey team will host Bemidji later on tonight. That will be the second of the varsity doubleheader games here at the Essentia Health Sports Center. Now, the Alexandria hockey team doesn't necessarily get the quick trip home. The JV will actually be playing on the second rink later on tonight after the varsity boys hockey game wraps up. But we are looking forward to a 5 o'clock start. That means our KXRA 5 o'clock news hour is being preempted today. No Alexandria Cardinal Sports Report for the remainder of the day on this particular spot on the dial. But we'll be back with our regular full schedule of Alexandria Cardinal Sports Reports on Wednesday. We'll take our first break here during the Jutner Motors pregame show. When we return to the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd, I'll connect with the head coach of the Alexandria Varsity Boys Hockey Team, Dr. Landon Olson. But right now on our late media platforms, including KXRA Radio and our YouTube channel, we will enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving.
I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western, you can bank on us.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
It's opening night for the Alexandria Cardinal football team. We will have the interview on the way in just a couple of moments with the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal boys hockey team, Landon Olson. No, it is not opening night. The Alexandria boys hockey team getting set to play game number 19 on the year as Alexandria and the Brainerd Warriors get set to meet here at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. Again, our hockey broadcast tonight will be covering up a good share of the 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock hours, and maybe even into part of the 7 o'clock hour as well. So we invite you to enjoy our prep hockey coverage this evening. Again, straight ahead, we'll have the conversation here with Dr. Landon Olson from the Alexandria Boys hockey team. Well, that's swing and a miss on number 2 there. So I promise I did record an interview with Dr. Olson coming. Let's see if we have this opportunity. If not, we may have to tap dance and we'll bring Jeff James back in. Sports Center in Brainerd as we continue with more of our Jotner Motors pregame show here on KXRA Radio with the live video stream on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. It's an early start for the Alexandria Boys hockey team, so that means a little earlier arrival back in the Alexandria Lakes area later tonight, although the Alexandria JV team will play this evening. The Cardinal varsity has a 5 o'clock start as Brainerd's girls and boys hockey teams have a doubleheader. Joining me right now as part of our pregame show is Dr. Landon Olson, the head coach of the Alexandria Boys hockey team. Our pregame coach's comments are being brought to you by Alamere Health. Landon, your team played a couple of games last week, both road trips. One was to St. Cloud on Tuesday night. That was the game we actually had a broadcast of. I would guess probably one of the more exasperating defeats of the year, as St. Cloud was able to complete the regular season sweep. As you kind of reflect on that game, what were some of the good things that you saw, and then maybe the reasons why the Worm turned the way it did?
Yeah, the good things, our first period was really good on Tuesday night. We came out, we ended up, I think we got 2 in the first period, had a goal disallowed early in the first that kind of a little backbreaker, but our first period was really good. We battled all night. Third period they come out, they get their first one on kind of a mental mistake, they get their second one, same way. I still felt like we were in a good spot, and then anything can happen in overtime, and they finished us off pretty quick.
So, Brody Berg was gracious enough to join me for an interview afterward, and, he kind of had the mindset that, we can't necessarily point fingers. We as a team have to own this and, take it as a learning experience. And, I kind of, and I've said this to other coaches as well, Landon, every regular season game is almost like a sort of audition, that sometimes the audition is good, sometimes the audition doesn't go the way you want it to go. Is that a fair statement on my part, that you're basically building for the postseason regardless of what the wins and losses might show?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you try to peak at the end of the season, so you're playing your best games when sections roll around. The issue is you don't want to be the 6, 7, 8 seed and have to go on the road somewhere. You want to be in the top 4, so you get to be a home seed and play in front of your home crowd. But every game until playoffs is just an audition, and it's a practice, and it's a learning experience for every one of our boys, and all of us as coaches too, learning on how to motivate, what we need to do, what the week needs to look like to get the best out of our guys on game night.
I know that the home game with Little Falls scheduled for last Thursday got pushed off the schedule that night because I think all the high school activities got postponed with the bitterly cold weather and wind chill factors that came in. Is there a chance that game with the Flyers gets made up?
Yeah, we're working at it. They wanted to make it up on Saturday, but that was midwinter for our guys, and they're high school kids. They should be going to midwinter dances and prom, and so we'll try to make it up. We've only got a couple opportunities to do that, but that's out of my hands. I let our AD, Ben, take care of all that, and hopefully we get it made up. I like playing Little Falls. It's always a pretty good game.
I know that the weather cooperated enough for the Alexandria Cardinals to travel to Sartell on Friday night to play the Sabres. And as I looked at some of the numbers, it looked like the first period, played on pretty even terms. But as you reflect on the loss to the Sabres, was it the second period where the game started to get away?
Yeah, first period he played really well. We had a couple chances early on in the first to score, and the puck just stayed out of the net. And then, second period, we started pressing a little bit. Our effort was there, our intensity was there. You could tell we were just trying to do a little too much, and because of that, we made some pretty just uncharacteristic mistakes. And it's a game that you just kind of want to move past and say, good for them, they played well, and look on to the next one.
We are getting together here with Dr. Landon Olson, the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal Boys hockey team. We have a late afternoon contest on the way from the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd with the Alexandria Cardinals facing the Brainerd Warriors. Tough to believe that the playoffs start 3 weeks from tonight, but these two common rivals in Section 8 AA are meeting for the very first time in this particular venue at the Essentia Health Sports Center. It's the first of the two regular season meetings. Brainerd is a team that you look at the resumes for Alexandria and Brainerd, quite similar. I think Brainerd's 4-3 in the conference. Alexandria's 4-4. What have you been able to discern about the Warriors, being that you haven't played them yet this year?
Yeah, we're just in similar spots. Like you said, they're 4-3. We're 4-4 in our conference, and they've played some good teams. We've played some good teams. The nice thing with Brainerd is we know exactly who they are. We've played them. These kids have played them probably, by this point in their high school career, if they're seniors, they probably played Brainerd 30 times in youth hockey, right? So we're super familiar with them. We know what they're going to do. Brainerd comes out, they play a pretty heavy game, especially at home. They want to play the body, have a couple skill guys, and we just know how to match that, and that's what we have to do. We have to come in here, and we know what this game means for a lot of different reasons, and we just need to play our style.
Do you sense, Landon, that your team might have a speed advantage in this head-to-head matchup? When I hear, about a team, maybe looking to make it a physical game, physicality doesn't always equate to a team that has quickness, and that's not a knock against Brainerd, but does your team have a little bit of edge in terms of speed?
Yeah, we should have a little edge in speed. We just have to use that to our advantage. They're going to try to slow the game down a little bit with their physicality, and that's fine. We just use our speed and play physical as well, and we'll be fine. When we play a physical, fast game, we're typically a pretty good team. So that's what we're looking for tonight.
In terms of some of the other intangibles for success, what will you emphasize with the players in the meeting with the Brainerd Warriors? What has to be done to come out of the Essentia Health Sports Center with a win?
Yeah, it's on the board right now. There's three things. We need a good forecheck. We need a five-man forecheck where everybody's going in the offensive zone. We need to communicate as a team, and more so than just saying, hey, like being specific, where to put the puck, where they want the puck, that they're with them. Then we need to sacrifice. We need to sacrifice as a team in a lot of different ways. We need to block shots. We need to be willing to take the hit to make a play. And it may be that, we're not taking our regular shift because we need somebody else out there, but we just need to sacrifice. That's the third one, and that's a really big one for us right now. Something we haven't done a lot of lately.
In terms of that aspect of block shots, if your team's doing that successfully, it stifles another team's offense. How do you read your team basically in that category?
Depends on the day, okay? It's hard because it's hard to block shots. You have to be in really good spots. You have to make yourself big, but you also have to not give up anything. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, you wanted to lay down and block shots, and then it turned into one knee to block shots. And when that happens, you're so out of position. So now the more model is stay on your feet and just try to get in lanes. And when we do a good job of that, we're very efficient. We limit offense. We limit their chances just in general. We haven't been very good at that our last couple games, and it's showed on the score sheet.
Landon, we appreciate the insight before the game today against Brainerd. Best wishes to you and the Alexandria Boys hockey team. As always, we appreciate your time and good luck today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's Dr. Landon Olson, the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal Varsity Boys hockey team. Our special guest is part of our Jontner Motors pregame show. Our thanks again to Alamere Health for bringing you our Coach's Comments feature. And again, we are just moments away from the start of today's varsity boys hockey game, Alexandria versus Brainerd. The first of the two meetings of the year between the teams. They are scheduled to meet each other at the Runestone Community Center in Alexandria 1 week from Thursday. So it's going to be a fairly quick turnaround with Brainerd traveling to Alexandria a week from Thursday. Again, for those of you listening to KXRA Radio, our 5 o'clock news hour will be preempted today. If you want to get the information such as our community calendar announcements and obituary information, you can find that online anytime at voiceofalexandria.com. Our thanks to Juntner Motors for sponsoring our pregame show on our late media platforms, including the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube and on KXRA Radio. Let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new and used equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
The Brainerd Lakes area, Alexandria Cardinal Boys Hockey is on the air as you listen to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Thanks so much for watching our coverage tonight as we are featuring the live video stream with the KXRA play-by-play on our YouTube channel. Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer, and the crew in the Brainerd Lakes area tonight includes 3 Alexandria Area High School alumnus J.P. Boleen, as he's our videographer for the action tonight. We also have the 2 commentators helping to deliver tonight's play-by-play, my broadcast partner Jeff James and myself, Dave McClurg. The arena has been darkened as the Brainerd Warriors enter the arena. The Alexandria Cardinal boys hockey players were already on the ice. Let's introduce today's starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Alexandria Cardinals, who come in at 7-10, including a 4-4 record in the Central Lakes Conference. The starting goaltender will be senior Brady Schluter, a 4-6 record with the goals against average of 3.9 and a save percentage of .854. The defensive pair for the Alexandria Cardinals at the start will include senior captain Nick Schultz, a 7-point scorer with 2 goals, and Connor Wang, a junior, with 8 points this year, including 3 goals. The forward line will include for Alexandria the likes of Evan Klimek, Brody Berg, and Aaron Anderson. Evan Klimek, a senior, 14-point scorer for Alexandria with 5 goals. Brody Berg, an 18-point scorer with 11 goals. And Aaron Anderson moved up on the forward line. He is a 6-point scorer with 3 goals. Dr. Landon Olson is the head coach of the Alexandria varsity boys hockey team, as the Cardinals 7-10 on the year, 4-4 in the CLC. The Brainerd Warriors will have as their starting lineup, brought to you by Alamere Health, Griffin Bartholomew, a junior goaltender, 3-7-1, with a goals against average of 4.77 and a save percentage of .833. The defensive pair will include Drew Hokanson, a senior, who's the team's leading scorer with 21 points, including 8 goals. He'll be joined by Jack Leibel, a senior, who's a 7-point scorer with 2 goals. And the forward line will be centered by junior Axton Peterson, a 10-point scorer with 4 goals. On the wings, sophomore Aiden Dobas, an 8-point scorer with 2 goals, and junior Richie Pyle, a 17-point scorer with 7 goals. Jer Johnson is the head coach of the Brainerd Warriors, who come in at 4-3 in the Central Lakes Conference with an overall record of 6-10-2. Right now, we're about ready for the presentation of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, brought to you by Carlson Music Center of Alexandria. For your music needs, visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com. Again, the presentation of our national anthem brought to you by Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. For any of your music needs, including scheduling voice lessons for your students, visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com, carlsonmusiccenter.com. Keys to the game are being driven by Alexandria Motors. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors. For the Alexandria Cardinals, obviously, Coach Landon Olson mentioned it as part of the pregame show. You know, come out, be ready to play a physical hockey game, but play a smart hockey game. And obviously, put together some consistency and be willing to sacrifice, whether that's blocking shots, maybe pulling an extra shift or 2 on the ice. Sacrifice, I think, is one of the themes for tonight's matchup with Alexandria. Meanwhile, for the Brainerd Warriors, Jer Johnson, the head coach of the Warrior boys hockey team, hopes that his special teams can execute in the 3-1 Brainerd victory over Fergus Falls last night. The Warriors went 1 for 3 on the power play while holding Fergus Falls to going 0 for 4 on the power play. He feels, especially in a game like this where he anticipates it's going to be a fairly even matchup, he thinks that special teams will be one of the bigger factors to determine who gets the win. As you watch on YouTube, Brainerd is wearing the white jersey tops, blue breezers, blue numerals, and the large B on the front of the Brainerd uniform. Alexandria wearing the dark jerseys, black jersey sweaters, black breezers, white numerals on the back of the Alexandria uniform and on the sleeves as well, and the Alexandria logo on the front of the jersey. Now Brainerd won the opening face-off, worked the puck into the Alexandria end. The Cardinals clear it. It goes back to the other end after icing is called for a face-off to the right of Alexandria goaltender Brady Schluter. And it will be Evan Klimek battling for the draw against Axton Peterson of the Warriors. Puck gets dropped, and the Cardinals come away with it. Connor Wang will skate behind the net, try to work it up the left half wall, and now a pass gets intercepted, and Brainerd's going to score on the first shot of the game. And it took the Warriors just 28 seconds to get on the board. And Brainerd has put Alexandria in a one-goal hole even before fans can get situated here at the Essentia Health Sports Center. Axton Peterson will get that goal for Brainerd, and the Warriors take a 1-0 lead.
You know, D-Mac, it looked like he might have been screened out by his own defenseman there. I didn't see what number it was, but the other thing that was really apparent at the beginning is they're kind of taking a page out of the book that we've used, where they're going to get that puck deep and they're going to make things hard for Alexandria to get out of the zone.
So Brainerd has the 1-0 lead. We'll see if we can detect. I believe Aiden Dobis will get the lone assist on the goal for Peterson, coming at 28 seconds of the hockey game. Now Alexandria is able to work the puck into the Brainerd Warriors' end. Now the Warriors chip the puck out. Rogan Anderson and Aiden Schneiderhan are the D partners on the ice right now. Alexandria will change the forward line. As coming out onto the ice now is the Harlan Ream line, which includes Bennett Waldorf and Miles Breitzman. Puck worked back into the Brainerd end. Now the Warriors will send it back to neutral ice. Now it's going to be taken here as the Cardinals get another defensive pair on the ice, Brolin McPhail and Will Draper. Draper will work the puck ahead, and then the Cardinals send it back into the Brainerd zone, and now it's going to be redirected by the Warriors the other way as Brainerd will make a line change here. 1-0 for the Brainerd Warriors, as we have not yet crossed the 2-minute mark of time played in tonight's game. Now it's going to be Bennett Waldorf gaining possession of the puck. He's going to play it up to the blue line and to Draper, and then the Warriors chip at it. Now Brainerd will play it back into the Alexandria end. Now it's going to come around, and Brody Berg steps back onto the ice. Cardinals nearly turned it over in the slot area. Now Alexandria will play it the other way. I don't think it's going to go far enough for icing, as Aaron Anderson was racing the other way. Now the Cardinals will try to keep the puck in. Brainerd regains control. Here's a lead pass from Richie Pyle ahead to Aiden Dobis. Dobis will drop it into the Alexandria end. Now Brady Schluter slows it up as the puck is going to be taken here as Pyle trying to work in, but now Alexandria does a nice job clearing the puck away from the scoring area. Nick Schultz will work his way up to the zone, and now it's going to be off. A shot by Grady Olson gets stopped by the goaltender Bartholomew, and now Brainerd's going to end up sending the puck the other way. Icing will be called. Face-off will be coming up in the Brainerd end.
Yeah, Grady had two really good opportunities there to not only equalize this, but he just put it in the right spot, played a really good shot low, tried to get over that blocker, over the leg pad by the blocker, and just wasn't able to make it happen.
Grady Olson is partnered up tonight with Owen Klimek and Will Thornburg as part of a forward line. A little bit of a variation from what we saw last week. Now the Cardinals work the puck back in, and Brainerd will regain control. 1-0 for the Warriors. We're in the first period here at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. And now we've got a pass a little bit too long. I think Grady Olson was trying to touch it to make sure it wouldn't be icing, but icing gets called, and we'll have a face-off coming up in the Alexandria zone.
Some big open ice hits so far too, D-Mac, in this one, so you know these two teams are ready to play the physical game today.
Right. Face-off will be to the right of Brady Schluter as Harlan Ream battles Cooper Ketzenberger for the possession here. And the Cardinals do work it out of the zone. Now Brainerd's going to play it back in. Puck cycled by goaltender Brady Schluter over toward the right half wall. Now it comes toward the left wall in the defensive zone. Almost 4 minutes into the first period, and again, Brainerd gets an opportunity. Katzenberger got a feed off the wall, and right near the dot in the right face-off circle, his shot gets saved by the goaltender Schluter.
And it almost seems like Alexandria doesn't have their forward high that they should have high, and they've left that area wide open for the last couple of shots there.
So Katzenberger and Ream will now battle for the face-off again, and the Cardinals will send it out as Will Draper sends it across the blue line. Now it's dropped off. Ream will take control. He's a freshman for Alexandria, working his way up the left side in deep. Now trying to bring it out front, but he's kept wide, and Brainerd regains possession of the puck. Defenseman Michael Hagley will send it up into the neutral zone for Katzenberger. Now he got spun around, but still Hagley gets it, and he fires right on Schluter, and the save is made.
Yeah, there was a tackle, an outright tackle there in the neutral zone, but no call there.
We've got various sporting moves. I mean, in wrestling, that could be considered
takedown.
Yeah, takedown for 3
there
now because the wrestling scoring has been adjusted. The takedown used to be worth 2 points, but in wrestling, it's now worth 3. But no penalty as play continues on. Alexandria wins the draw. Cardinals play the puck out of the zone. 12.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Again, an early start at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd with the Warriors leading by a goal. Evan Klimek will work the puck in. Now he sends a pass to Aaron Anderson, centered, and now Evan Klimek has it. He'll backhand it along the wall. Brainerd regains control. Here's Axton Peterson playing it ahead. It's a lead pass and a shot, save made. Dobis got a nice pass from Peterson, but Brady Schluter, the last line of defense, is able to make the stop. Again, our thanks to Quality Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays if you're watching on our YouTube channel this evening.
Even with the physical play that's happening, both of these teams seem to be ready to just get out and go, with transition. They both have had some chances on the rush.
The Warriors playing a second game in as many nights as Brainerd topped Fergus Falls here at the Essentia Health Sports Center last night by a score of 3-1. That raised Brainerd's record to 4-3 in the conference, and for the Warriors, their 4th win in the last 5 games overall. Now Brainerd will play the puck through neutral ice, a little bit wide for Kellen Ellingson, but then a shot is going to be taken and a save made. Ace Schindler was able to get the shot off. Now a race the other way, and though Will Thornburg tried to race down to track the puck before it crossed across the goal line right in front of the Brainerd net, icing ended up getting called. That stops play with 11:29 to go in the first period. It's Alexandria trailing the Brainerd Warriors 1-0. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think the Brainerd Warriors, they caught Alexandria a little flat-footed there in that for that first goal, but I think both of them have now kind of just felt each other out for a little bit here, and it's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, as the puck comes back into the Alexandria end. Rogan Anderson working for the puck now. He'll send it over toward Aiden Schneiderhan, then up ahead to Miles Breitzman. Breitzman will get the puck to Harlan Ream, and then Ream will send it back into the Warriors zone. Bennett Waldorf tried to bring it around, but now it's going to be poked away by Brainerd. Cooper Katzenberger trying to get to it, but Ream's going to end up playing it down along the wall, and again, pretty aggressive work between Katzenberger and Bennett Waldorf along that right wall. Now the Warriors will clear the zone and play the puck the other way, and an icing call will stop play. 10:36 is our time remaining in the first period. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates, and right now the Warriors have the lone tally. That coming 28 seconds into the hockey game by Axton Peterson. It's 1-0 Brainerd. Faceoff will come to the left of the goaltender Griffin Bartholomew, who's made a couple of saves so far. And now he has to make another one, and he'll fall on it as Alexandria was working its way toward the net. The Cardinals right now have the forwards of Aaron Anderson, Brody Berg, and Evan Klimek on the ice, joined by defensive partners Brolin McPhail and Will Draper. Now Berg digging for the puck along the wall, battling Connor Fulton for the possession. Brainerd, however, is able to come away with it. Now we've got a pass that comes up ahead. Axton Peterson Gets met along the wall and lost possession of the puck. Redirected here by Alexandria's Evan Klimek. He'll go rink wide with a pass intended for Berg. Poked the other way by Brainerd. Now the puck going on both sides of the blue line, so Brainerd has to touch up to get back on side. Now the Cardinals will cycle it around. Evan Klimek will try to slide it along the wall. Brainerd keeps it in. The centering pass gets intercepted. Now taking it the other way is Will Thornburg for the Alexandria Cardinals. Now coming in is Owen Klimek. He'll send it to Thornburg. Now it comes across. Grady Olson has it over in the right corner. Now it comes back out to Nick Schultz, sending it over to Connor Wang. He'll fire, but that one goes a little bit wide. Now a centering pass and a blocker save on the chance for Owen Klimek here. 1-0 Brainerd. We're in the first period, almost midway through. Now Connor Wang will go back to play the puck at his own blue line. He'll drop it off to the senior captain, Nick Schultz. Ahead now toward Owen Klimek, but Brainerd's digging at it. Xander Peterson tries to redirect it for the Warriors, but the Cardinals trying to play it ahead, but Xander Peterson will send it the other way. He, Kellen Ellingson, and A. Schindler are a forward line for Jared Johnson's Brainerd boys hockey team. Now the puck back behind the Alexandria net. The Warriors bring it out front. Here's a shot by one of the Warriors defensemen, that being Logan Chiradelli, that goes wide. Now Alexandria regains control. Grady Olson crosses center ice and will drop the puck in. Alexandria will make the line change, and now Brainerd will end up being whistled for an icing call here, and we'll go back to the Brainerd end with a faceoff coming with 8:33 to go in a first period, which right now has Brainerd in front of Alexandria 1-0.
Much better job by the Cardinals here, breaking the zone, getting out, getting in transition, having a little bit more time. You know, right now, unofficially, they're out shooting Brainerd, and that's because they've really worked hard in that transition game and breaking out of the zone.
Miles Breitzman trying to get the puck to one of his line mates, and now the puck is going to go out of play as the Warriors look to clear it. Alexandria has its forward line of Breitzman, Bennett Waldorf, and Harlan Ream on the ice. Aiden Schneiderhan and Rogan Anderson are the D pair. Brainerd counters with its defensive partners of Drew Hokinson and Jack Leibel. And we'll try to spot the forwards for you here as we go along. I believe it's the Ben Fields, Cooper Katzenberger, and Dylan Wenshaw forward line for Brainerd. Now it's going to be played ahead. Fields working in. His shot got deflected, so Aiden Schneiderhan blocking a shot there. Now Alexandria regains control, 2-on-2. Harlan Ream will come in. He'll take the shot, trying to go upstairs. Now a bouncing puck in front of the Warriors' net. It's going to be sent the other way, and Will Draper will track it down here for Brainerd. Now the rink-wide pass, and it's a little bit wide of Aaron Anderson, and the Cardinals end up getting called for icing. So
yeah, that last opportunity for Alexandria, that shot came right off the wall or off the window, back on top of the net and rolled out in front.
I did not see that.
Yeah, it hit right on top. That's
no wonder it kind of looked kind of funky coming back toward the ice.
It sure did.
Excellent observation, JJ. So Brainerd wins the draw. And now we've got defenseman Jack Leibel trying to work the puck, and now Alexandria comes away with it. Here comes Aaron Anderson up the right side for Alexandria. He'll take the shot. That got deflected out of play, and we'll have a face-off forthcoming in the Warriors zone. Again, for those of you anticipating the KXRA 5 o'clock news hour, if you're listening on the radio today, the broadcast is being preempted because of our play-by-play of Alexandria boys hockey. Normally, it'd be around this time of the 5 o'clock hour where you would hear the community calendar information and the funeral service announcements. That info, including the obituaries, can be found online through our website, voiceofalexandria.com. Check it out. Now, Brainerd will look to chip the puck out of the Warriors zone. Alexandria will play it back down low. The Berg, Anderson, Evan Klimek forward line on the ice right now for Alexandria. The Warriors play the puck ahead, and it's going to be tipped back in to the Alexandria end. Now looking to track it down is Aiden Dobas for the Warriors. And now he's met by Brody Berg, and then it's going to be, or actually it's going to be cycled around toward Berg, and now up ahead to Aaron Anderson. Anderson will fire, and a save is going to be made for Griffin Bartholomew, the Brainerd goaltender.
Yeah, and Bartholomew has really done a real good job at limiting the rebounds. I think he's had one really kind of juicy one. That's the way I like to explain those, where it pops out and it's in a good scoring position. But he's really held on to everything, so Alexandria just needs to keep firing and crash the net.
Kellen Ellingson and Owen Klimek vie for the face-off, and the Cardinals able to keep the puck in the zone, but now Brainerd will tip it back across the blue line, and Alexandria will play it back in after getting back onside. Now a lead pass up towards center ice, and it's intercepted by Nick Schultz for the Cardinals. 1-0 Brainerd with the lead. We have played almost 11 minutes of this first period at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. DMAC, Dave McClurg with Jeff James and JP Boleen, our videographer, bringing you the coverage on our late media platforms today. Now the puck is going to be sent toward the net, a backhander by Fulton. I think Fulton was just looking maybe to pass it to a teammate, but it came right on goaltender Brady Schluter, so he'll cover up.
Brainerd is really trying to stretch out Alexandria, too. They sometimes will send a guy out to that far blue line. Where that ends up getting them is they kind of get a defenseman to kind of activate and go up into the play. But Alexandria's had a couple of opportunities to go back the other way with an odd man rush.
The Cardinals win the draw. Right now it's the Miles Breitzman, Bennett Waldorf, Harlan Ream forward line on the ice. The partners include Brolin McPhail and Will Draper. Now the puck working its way through neutral ice back into the Alexandria zone. Now looking to track it down, Dylan Wenshaw for the Warriors, playing it ahead toward Cooper Katzenberger. Katzenberger tried to walk in, but his shot attempt got blocked. Now another shot attempt, and I think that was blocked as well. I don't know if Harlan Ream was the one that was able to alter that direction of the shot, but it did not make it on goal. So again, I think that's some of that terminology of sacrificing that Dr. Landon Olson mentioned during the pregame interview early on. Now the puck is played up into the neutral zone. Alexandria looking to regain control. Now Aiden Schneiderhan has it. He'll skate across the red line and drop the puck in. Alexandria will change personnel. Now Brainerd will send it the other way, and we'll have a stoppage as icing is the reason for the whistle, and a face-off will be forthcoming in the Brainerd end.
Yeah, they, Brainerd gets that possession of the puck anywhere in their defensive zone, and they have one forward at least heading out towards the far blue line.
The Brody Berg, Aaron Anderson, Evan Klimek forward line is on the ice right now for the Cardinals. And the face-off is won by Brainerd. It will be cycled around toward Aiden Dobas. Dobas has Richie Pyle behind him, and now the Cardinals do a nice job poking the puck back into the neutral zone. 1-0 for the Warriors as we're down to less than 5 minutes remaining here in the opening period at the Essentia Health Sports Center. Here's a shot from the point by Pyle that is saved by Brady Schluter, his fourth save of the game. Now Alexandria regains control. Aaron Anderson's going to send it ahead now to Evan Klimek. Klimek trying to go wide and then muscle his way in, but he's cut off. Klimek will try to play it along the wall. Now Grady Olson onto the ice. He's going to try to gain possession. Now Evan Klimek over to Aaron Anderson. A shot from a tough angle, and that got deflected out of play. So
that's the kind of pressure, though, that Alexandria needs to put on here. At the later stages of the first period, they're really kind of getting their legs going. I think that you hate to say the bus legs thing, but it sure looked like they were a little bit slower than Brainerd to get into the flow of this game.
Yep, but now the flow seems to be much more to the Cardinals' liking as Alexandria looking to control the draw. Harlan Ream has it, working his way back behind the net. He'll get to it, send it back out to the point. Nick Schultz down inside, trying to tip it in front. I think was Grady Olson for Alexandria, and the shot got deflected out of play. So
real good look there, though, by Nick Schultz to find Grady on the backside. Just a little bit too much of a pitching wedge. He needed more of a 4-iron there.
Okay, good golf terminology there. Alexandria wins the draw. Nick Schultz sliding it toward Grady Olson. Now Schultz digging for it here as Brainerd tries to play it out of the zone, and the Warriors will do that as the puck goes back into neutral ice. Under 4 minutes remaining in the first period. It is a 1-0 lead for the host Brainerd Warriors on a goal just 28 seconds in by Axton Peterson. Now Alexandria's Connor Wang carries the puck across the red line, now across the Brainerd blue line, and it's played toward Will Thornburg, but he's unable to keep the puck in the zone. Cardinals get back on side. Brainerd will look to cycle around, and Wang will go back to play it for Alexandria, sending it now over to Schultz. Then up ahead toward Owen Klimek, but the pass is intercepted here. Drew Hokanson will work his way in. His shot blocked. There is, I think, Nick Schultz getting a blocked shot there. So now the puck back behind netminder Brady Schluter. Katzenberger digging for it along with one of the Brainerd Warrior players. And the puck now comes out front. A shot on goal and save made. Now it's going to be played around, and Alexandria will end up icing the puck as Will Thornburg plays it back the other way. That allows Alexandria to get some fresh people back onto the ice. It's going to include Miles Breitzman, Bennett Waldorf, and Harlan Ream, along with defensive partners Aiden Schneiderhan and Rogan Anderson. Brainerd's going to counter with defenseman Michael Hagley and Logan Chiradelli. Actually, I think it's Jack Leibel and Hagley as the D partners. And the forward line on the ice right now, Richie Pyle, Axton Peterson, and Aiden Dobas. We're about to move under 2 minutes remaining in the opening period with Brainerd up by a goal. Bennett Waldorf's going to try to drop it off for Harlan Ream, but Brainerd intercepts the pass and chips it back into the neutral zone. Aiden Schneiderhan will play it up ahead toward Waldorf, now toward Breitzman. Breitzman's going to send it into the left corner where Harlan Ream will try to track it down for the Cardinals. Now Waldorf and Ream digging for it along with a couple of Brainerd Warrior players as action continues along the wall in the Brainerd zone. Now the Warriors come away with it as Brainerd will skate out. Here is a pass tip by Dobas. It's going to go back into the Alexandria end. Now under 100 seconds remaining in the opening period. Each team with 6 shots on goal, but Brainerd has the only score. 1-0 for the Warriors. Now we've got battle along the wall, and Aiden Schneiderhan will cycle the puck over into the direction of Rogan Anderson. Now it's bumped off his stick by A. Schindler of Brainerd. Now it's going to be played the other way by the Cardinals, and this will elude everyone. So we'll have a stoppage due to icing, and a faceoff will be coming in the Alexandria zone.
Yeah, these two teams are very evenly matched. I mean, with the way they play the physical game, you know, Brainerd does have a little bit of quickness out there as well, but neither team is afraid to shoot the puck.
Face off to the right of goaltender Brady Schluter, and the Warriors win the draw. Michael Hagley looking to fire, but that went into traffic, never made it on goal. Now looking to track the puck down is Xander Peterson, but it's poked away. And now the Cardinals will regain possession as Will Draper will send it up to neutral ice. Now it's going to be taken here. Evan Klimek skating in. Tried a backhander toward Brody Berg, but that gets broken up. Now the play is cycled around, and now out top, a shot by Evan Klimek, and the save is going to be made by the goaltender Griffin Bartholomew, and we'll have a face-off forthcoming in the Warriors' end as we're down to 40 seconds to go in the first period. It's Brainerd 1, Alexandria no score. Our scoreboard updates this evening being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Face-off will come to the right of Bartholomew, who has made 6 saves so far this evening. Off the draw, here's a shot, and there's save number 7. So another face-off will be forthcoming for the two teams in the Brainerd end. The puck is dropped as Grady Olson and Cooper Katzenberger battle for the possession. Here come the Warriors the other way, and a nice save there by Brady Schluter as the Warriors had one of their players leaking out. slipping right through the middle of the defense. I think that was Cooper Katzenberger that came in, and he was able to slip in between the Alexandria defenders, but Brady Schluter stood tall there to make the save.
Yeah, Schluter didn't have to do much, but he did really well, like keeping calm with that coming in.
Now Alexandria wins the ensuing draw as Owen Klimek will play it ahead. Now Grady Olson will slide it back into the Warrior zone. 1-0 Brainerd, very late stages of the first period here at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. Now the puck played up, and Connor Wang has it. He'll send it over toward Owen Klimek, and he'll slide it back in, and that's going to drain the remaining time of this first period of play. So Brainerd scored very early, and that has stood up as the lone score through the first 17 minutes of this evening's game. Through one on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard on our late media platforms, including KXRA Radio and the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Brainerd leads Alexandria 1-0. Right now on the platforms, let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I mean, I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
As we're in between the first and second periods of tonight's varsity boys hockey matchup, the Alexandria Cardinals prevail the Brainerd Warriors by a score of 1-0. Along with our videographer, JP Moline, and my broadcast partner, Jeff Gaines, I am P-Man, Dave Lillard. And JJ, outside of the opening couple of shifts for Brainerd into the Alexandria zone, it's become fairly even first period. It's had moments of physical play. I think we kind of anticipated that coming in. That kind of sounds like an Alexandria Brainerd matchup on the ice, but how are you viewing what has transpired in the first 17 minutes?
Yeah, besides Alexandria just being caught a little flat-footed, and then, you know, when your goal is to block a lot of shots, you're going to have those situations where your D are going to probably, you know, make it a little tougher for you to see, and I think that's what happened to Schluter there on that first goal. But yeah, I agree. They're both teams are moving their legs. Both teams are playing the body. Both teams are getting shots through. It's just a very even matched game right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, just one goal scored, and it was in the opening minute of the game. The scoring recap so far, the Brainerd Warriors got on the board just 28 seconds into the contest. In fact, it was Brainerd's first shot of the night. Axton Peterson was able to score the goal. Aiden Dobus collected the assist. For Peterson, the forward for the Warriors, who is a junior this year, his 5th goal. And for Aiden Dobus, a sophomore, he collected his 7th assist of the year. And again, 28 seconds was the time of that goal. Other than that, no scoring, no penalties in the first period. So I know that Brainerd head coach Jared Johnson mentioned to me ahead of the broadcast here, special teams might play a factor. So far to this point, Jeff, that's not a factor because we haven't seen any trips to the penalty box. But as I say that, do I throw the DMAC jinx on the officials and they kind of slow the game down with whistles here?
I think we're bound and determined to see some. I don't think that's a jinx at all, because when you do have two teams that like to play the body, and again, I think coaches are going to maybe chalk themselves up 2 or 3 penalties a game for being physical and playing the body. I mean, things are just going to happen when you do that. I think they get a little bit more owly when we have the trips, the hooks, the more undisciplined penalties that you don't want to see. So I would be very surprised if we went penalty free in this one.
Yes, that would be a definite surprise, but we still have 34 minutes of hockey to go in regulation to see if indeed that will be the case. I suspect we will have some whistles. Don't know if they'll come in the second period. Heck, I don't think we had our first penalty last night for that girls hockey game over in Fergus Falls until well into the second period too. So.
Yeah, and it takes a little bit of time for these two teams to get their flow, get into the game. It's different. I don't care who you are. It's different if you're always used to playing at 7 o'clock. You're getting out of school earlier. You're having different meals. You're not getting maybe your little quick nap in after school. There's a lot of different things that come with playing a game earlier like this than you typically do. And the kids just got to adjust. Getting out at 1 o'clock or 12:30 and leaving at 1:30, it's a big difference coming into a situation like this.
Again, we are through one period of varsity boys hockey. Alexandria trailing Brainerd by a score of 1-0. For those of you that might be heading home from work wondering about our news hour, the KXRA 5 o'clock news hour is being preempted today so that we can bring you our broadcast of boys hockey from the Brainerd Lakes area. That means no Alexandria Cardinal Sports Report during the late afternoon. We'll have our full Cardinal Sports Report coming up tomorrow morning around 8:20 right here on a KXRA. Now on our late media platforms, we'll take a timeout and enjoy these messages from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey. Resorts Marine in Oseques. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Oseques.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
The second period of this evening's boys hockey game is straight ahead with Brainerd leading Alexandria by a score of 1-0. It's a real active schedule, and the Alexandria boys hockey team is not the only Cardinal team in the Brainerd Lakes area tonight at Brainerd High School in their gymnastics arena. The Warriors are hosting Alexandria in gymnastics tonight.
Yeah, and I wonder if they were a little late because the coaches and I were standing upstairs up there in the concession stand, and we saw their bus with their trailer pull up to this building.
Oh, interesting.
And we're like, okay, who is at the wrong place? And then we had to figure out who it was that would be bringing a trailer with them. And, yeah, we saw the gymnastics team pull up in front of the hockey rink here.
Yep, and I believe the gymnastics competition should be getting started in the 6 o'clock hour. I don't know if they'll go JV, then varsity, or if they blend them together. When we featured Brainerd and Alexandria in gymnastics last winter, they actually blended the JV and varsity together. That will be the format 2 nights from now when the Alexandria boys swimming and diving team travels to Detroit Lakes. We will have that on our late media platforms, including KXRA Radio and the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Mark Storhaug, the longtime Alexandria swimming and diving coach, will be my broadcast partner on Thursday night. J.P. Boleen will be joining me as well. And we'll be at the Detroit Lakes Community and Cultural Center for Central Lakes Conference Boys Swimming and Diving. Alexandria undefeated in CLC dual meets this year, traveling to Detroit Lakes to face the Lakers. That will be a varsity JV blended meet getting underway at 6 o'clock. So part of our KXRA 5 o'clock news hour on Thursday will be preempted to accommodate our Alexandria boys swimming and diving coverage. The teams are back out on the ice, and if you are watching on YouTube, Brainerd will now be flowing left to right in the second period of play. The Warriors school colors are royal blue and white. Brainerd wearing the white jersey tops, blue breezers, royal blue numerals on the back of the Brainerd jerseys and on the sleeves of the jersey sweaters, and then a gigantic black B on the front of the Brainerd uniform. Alexandria wearing the dark jerseys, black jersey sweaters, black breezers, white numerals on the back of the Alexandria Cardinal uniform with the white numerals on the sleeves, and the Alexandria logo on the front of the Cardinal uniform. Both teams will skate at even strength when the second period gets underway. Alexandria will have defenseman Connor Wang and Nick Schultz on the ice. They'll be joined by the forward line of Aaron Anderson, Evan Klimek, and Brody Berg. Brainerd in front of its goaltender, Griffin Bartholomew, will come out with the forward line of Aiden Dobas, Richie Pyle, and Axton Peterson. And they'll be joined by Jack Leibel and Drew Hokanson as the defensemen. Of course, we've got Brady Schluter, the netminder for Alexandria, now off to the east end of the rink, which is off to our right. The puck gets dropped, and Alexandria plays the puck into the Brainerd zone. Backhander by Aaron Anderson is saved, and then another shot requiring a save here for Bartholomew. Now Aaron Anderson keeps it in the zone. Now another shot, and that will be deflected, and Brainerd will come away with it, playing it out into neutral ice. Here's Aiden Dobas working up the right side, weaving his way through. Schluter will deflect the puck to the left half wall. Now the Cardinals come back the other way. Connor Wang will feed it toward Evan Klimek. Now it's going to come across, but the other forward for Alexandria was in the process of in getting involved in a line change, and now here's Evan Klimek working his way in. Aiden Schneiderhan now gets to the puck. He'll play it over into the right corner. Now Brainerd will retrieve it, and that one was cleared over the glass, and that's why JJ had the G's. I was actually standing the furthest away from the flight of that puck, but I think JP Boline, our videographer, was wondering if indeed that biscuit would hit the video camera.
I tell you what, I'm glad that's all I said, because that looked like it was coming right up for us, but it ended, and then it was more about who's in front of us.
Right, and Alexandria wins the draw. Aiden Schneiderhan's shot gets blocked, and Brainerd is going to come the other way. It's sent out of the zone by Ace Schindler. Schindler part of a forward line with Kellen Ellingson and Xander Peterson. Now the Cardinals retrieve it. Here is Rogan Anderson playing it into the Brainerd Warriors zone. 1-0 Warriors. We played about 90 seconds of this second period here at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. Now a chance, Grady Olson working in. His shot deflected up in the air, knocked down. Logan Chiridelli will now try to cycle it around, and I believe it goes into the Alexandria bench. So we'll have a face-off coming up, and that will be in the Warriors zone.
The pucks are everywhere but on the ice right now.
Yeah, I don't think we had too many pucks take flight out of the rink, except behind the netminders in the first period, and now they're kind of going a little more side to side. Now the Warriors' Connor Fulton retrieves the puck. He'll play it ahead. Here comes Dylan Wenshaw up the right side. His shot got saved. Now a bouncing puck, and a shot attempt gets deflected. Fulton was trying to put it on net, and Alexandria broke that up. Now here is Will Draper playing the puck into the Alexandria end as the Cardinals look to set up their forecheck. But Brainerd comes away with the puck. Here comes Cooper Katzenberger up the right side for the Warriors. He'll look to slide it off. Now it's kept onside. Defenseman Connor Fulton in. He had the puck poked off his stick. Alexandria is coming the other way. Harlan Ream with the puck for Alexandria. He'll skate to the right side. Now he had it poked away. Brainerd's going to send it the other way, and this, they're not going to call icing. It gets waved off. Now the puck cycled, and it's going to be taken by the Warriors, but now Alexandria intercepts the centering pass, and a lead ahead. Brody Berg one-on-one. His shot is saved. Big save there for Bartholomew on the breakaway for Brody Berg. And now Brainerd will end up icing the puck here, but JJ, an excellent opportunity. Yeah. That was a great stretch pass ahead to Brody Berg.
And it was a good opportunity for Brody, and Bartholomew just made a really good save. So I thought Brady put some good wood to that puck and just got the big blocker.
So that is the 9th save for Bartholomew in tonight's game. Brainerd ends up winning the ensuing faceoff, and the Warriors will break out. 1-0 Brainerd. We're in the second period. Here's a centering pass by Wyatt Hoppy, and that got broken up. Hoppy is part of a fourth Brainerd line. Jack Jones and Daniel Gerlich may see some playing time with that line as well. Now the Warriors are going to redirect the pass the other way. Connor Wang will go to track it down for Alexandria. He plays it up but can't clear it as it's going to be dropped back down low. Intended for Xander Peterson, but now Alexandria regains control. Here comes Grady Olson up the left side. Olson fires. He elevates the shot, and Bartholomew will make his 10th save of the game.
You know, both of these goaltenders have played really well, too. I mean, they haven't given up a lot of second opportunities, second chance opportunities, and And aside from the screen, that's the result on the scoreboard right now.
Yep, Brainerd scoring the only goal of the game. Axton Peterson got the marker 28 seconds into the contest. Off the faceoff, Will Thornburg's shot is blocked. Here comes Wenshaw back the other way. He'll fire, and this time it's Brady Schluter who will make the glove save.
Brady's had some nice glove saves. He had a really nice shoulder save too that we saw kind of directly in our line on the, I want to say it was a shift or two ago, but really seeing it well right now.
Owen Klimek and Cooper Katzenberger battling for the draw, and the Alexandria Cardinals come away with it. And skating up the right side is Will Thornburg, trying to send a pass ahead. Now it'll be taken by defenseman Aiden Schneiderhan. Schneiderhan enters the Brainerd Warrior zone, gets it off to Grady Olson. His shot is a little bit wide. Now Owen Klimek will slide it back around. Brainerd looking to regain control here. Now a pass a little bit behind Wenshaw. It gets briefly redirected, now played forward by Logan Chiradelli, the defenseman for the Warriors. Brainerd will make a line change here. Alexandria tried the stretch pass up toward Grady Olson, but it did not touch a stick of any player for the Cardinals, so icing is the call. Faceoff will be coming up in the Alexandria zone. The Cardinals bring onto the ice, it looks like Harlan Ream and his line. Ream battling for the draw, and the Cardinals do play it out. Here's a lead pass by Miles Breitzman ahead to Bennett Waldorf. Waldorf had his stick tied up, trying to muscle in to get closer to the goal. Now it's going to be played over along the left wall. Breitzman digging for it here for Alexandria. He's got Brainerd's Connor Fulton on him. And now Bennett Waldorf tries to work his way in. It's Breitzman who comes away with it. He's going to send it across, but the pass over to the defenseman, Roland McPhail, is not kept in. And Brainerd will play it out. Now it's going to be redirected here by McPhail. And now it comes back on his stick. McPhail will carry it across center ice, slide the puck in. Alexandria has the Aaron Anderson, Brody Berg, Evan Klimek forward line on the ice. Here's a shot from a tough angle, actually a centering pass, and that was tipped away. And then Connor Wang tried to get a shot off. That was blocked. Now battle along the wall. The Cardinals tried to keep it in, but Brainerd emerges with it. Through neutral ice comes Richie Pyle for Brainerd. He tried to send it off to Aiden Dobas, and he got met along the wall by a Cardinal player. Now a diagonal pass up ahead. It's going to be taken here by Jack Leibel for the Warriors. And now ahead to Kellen Ellingson. Back into the Alexandria zone. The Cardinals, Evan Klimek was trying to play it out. Now the Cardinals' Nick Schultz finds Brody Berg. Berg with some room to roam. Up the left side into the Brainerd end. Tried to sneak past defenseman Drew Hokanson, but Hokanson, who's an offensive-minded defenseman, kept Berg wide. Now Hokanson will play the puck back into the Alexandria end toward Brady Schluter. He'll glove it, drop it down, and now Alexandria will regain control. Here's a pass up ahead toward Grady Olson. Now intercepted at the Alexandria blue line by Ellingson. He'll drop it in. Brainerd makes the line change. Here's a pass toward Grady Olson. Now to Thornburg. Thornburg with a nice move. His backhander and a save is made. Now the puck chipped out into neutral ice by Dylan Wenshaw. Still 1-0 for the Warriors. We're now 7 minutes into this second period here at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. It's JJ and DMAC along with JP helping to bring you our broadcast tonight on our late media platforms. Now the puck gets cycled around. Alexandria looking to bring it out. It's going to be kept in, and defenseman Logan Chiradelli fires one on net where Alexandria is not able to keep it out of the net. And it's 2-0 for the Brainerd Warriors. And Jeff, from my angle, it looked like an Alexandria player didn't try to do it, but that Cardinal player shielded the goaltender Brady Schluter.
And I think it might have even gotten a piece of Schluter and moved a little bit.
So Brainerd's going to double the lead at 7:15 of the second period. It is now 2-0 for the Warriors. We'll see if Chiridelli ends up getting credited with the Brainerd goal.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been Grady Olson that got in the way, but blocking shots, you're going to have a few of those.
I believe Logan Chiridelli will get the unassisted goal, and for the junior, it's his first of the year, and it is now 2-0. Now the Warriors come in, and here is Dobas sending a shot a little bit wide. Now the puck played back out to neutral ice. Now the Cardinals' Miles Brightsman trying to gain some traction. He'll fire down into the Brainerd end. The Cardinals will change personnel here. Now the puck played along the wall. It's going to be knocked down, kept onside by Alexandria. Now we're going to have our first penalty of the night. Well, JJ, that bold prediction finally rang true that we would not get through the full 51 minutes penalty free, as Alexandria is going to get the first power play of the night.
Well, and there's been so many open ice hits and things like that, and that's where you tend to see a little bit of your kneeings, your elbowings, those types of things. This one was, I'm assuming it was they're going to call it a trip?
I believe it is. Yeah. That's what I'm putting it on my sheet.
Oh, we have a linesman down too. There you go.
It is a tripping call on Piles, so the Cardinals on a power play. Alexandria has Grady Olson, Brody Berg, Connor Wang, Evan Klimek, and Will Thornburg. So Wang is the one defenseman, joined by the four forwards on the ice. Brainerd has for penalty kill at the moment Drew Hokinson. I believe you've got Kellen Ellingson on the ice. Ellingson and Evan Klimek will battle for the draw here. Xander Peterson is also part of this PK for Brainerd. Alexandria controls the draw. Here's a shot by Grady Olson. That was blocked by Hokinson. Now played up to the point, but kept in by Connor Wang. He's going to send it across. Will Thornburg will fire, and that one got tipped, and I think that one might have gone off the ceiling, and it will have a stoppage here with another face-off forthcoming.
Is that asbestos, you think?
I hope. Well, if it is, let's hope it just stays up there.
One of the things that Brainerd's done really well on this PK is they block shots. Alexandria just needs to move that puck quicker. That's how you get those defensemen out of place and get those lanes to your goaltender.
Off the face-off, a backhander, save made. Aaron Anderson with a follow. That doesn't go. And now the puck is going to be cleared the other way. Right now you got Aiden Schneiderhan and Nick Schultz on for this part of the power play with Aaron Anderson, Miles Brightsman, and also Owen Klimek. Still about a minute remaining in Alexandria's player advantage. Brainerd with a 2-0 lead. Here's Schneiderhan playing it over into the corner. Brightsman gets it back to Schneiderhan, and the Cardinals will set up. It comes out to the point. Schultz fires. That's a little bit wide, and now I think the whistle blows. I don't know if the net came off.
Bartholomew went back and covered that. He went a little bit even behind the net and covered that thing.
All right, so that will create another face-off to Bartholomew's left. Still 50 seconds to go on the power play. 7:44, time remaining in the second. It's Brainerd 2, Alexandria nothing. Now the puck out to the point, and Aiden Schneiderhan was trying to keep it in. Now he has to go retrieve it, and he'll send it back in. Now Bartholomew will wait for one of his teammates to cycle the puck around. The Cardinals have it. Here's a shot on goal by Schneiderhan, and the save is made for Bartholomew.
Yeah, a lot better movement here with that second unit. Now it looks like the first unit's going to come back out for the last 31, and let's see if they can get some open lanes to get some shots on Bartholomew here.
Grady Olson, Evan Klimek, Brody Berg, Will Thornburg, and Connor Wang, the five on the ice, joined by the goaltender Brady Schluter at the other end. And Brainerd is able to intercept as Drew Hokinson will play it back the other way. Hokinson, Kellen Ellingson on the ice along with Xander Peterson and Michael Hagley. Now we've got a clearing pass that goes into the Brainerd bench, and we'll have a face-off coming up now in the Cardinals zone. That allows us to let you know that you are listening to People Radio KXRA Alexandria. 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. Thanks for joining us as well with the live video streaming with the KXRA play-by-play on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer, and along with JJ, Jeff James, and our videographer, JP Boleen, I'm Dave McClurg. Now, Brainerd's back to full strength, but the Cardinals have the puck in the Warrior zone. Still searching for that first goal of the night. Connor Wang has it. He's going to send it across into the slot area. Shot by Evan Klimek is a little bit off target. Now, Brainerd will clear it back the other way. Will Thornburg will have to track it down, and he does for Alexandria. Now off to Evan Klimek. Then it's going to come back to Thornburg. 2-0 Brainerd with the lead. We're almost 11 minutes, or actually 10, we're a little more than 10 minutes into the second, just over 6 remaining in the period. Now the puck played back into the Brainerd Warrior zone. The Cardinals have outshot the Warriors to this point of the hockey game 14-11, but it's Brainerd with the only 2 goals of the night. Now the Warriors come away with it. It's Axton Peterson trying to send it ahead. Now we've got players going down as they're battling for the puck. Here comes Dylan Wenshaw for Brainerd, trying to connect with his line mate there, Ben Fields. And the pass was a little bit wide as it goes into the left corner. Now back out to the point. Brainerd will keep it onside. Hokinson's shot is going to be deflected over the glass and into the netting behind the goaltender Brady Schluter. And a faceoff will be coming up in the Alexandria Cardinal zone. Brainerd's going to bring on a forward line of A. Schindler. Looks like Kellen Ellingson and Xander Peterson are out there with defenseman Connor Fulton and Michael Hagley. Alexandria is going to counter with its forward line of Evan Klimek, Brody Berg, and Aaron Anderson. And you've got Brolin McPhail and Will Draper as your defensive partners on the ice. Now Brainerd able to control the draw. Here is a centering pass out front, broken up and tipped out to neutral ice. Here's Brody Berg trying to race the other way. Defenseman Connor Fulton is back to play it here. Now Berg intercepts a one-timer by Evan Klimek, and the save is made. Oh, pretty pass there by Berg, but unfortunately Bartholomew did not allow that first Alexandria goal on the Evan Klimek shot. Now a shot attempt by Draper, and that is deflected over into the corner. Cardinals showing a lot of energy out on the ice right now, still working hard, but haven't been able to find that first goal of the game. Brainerd up by a 2-0 score. Now it's going to be played the other way, and icing will be the call here on the Warriors, and we'll have a face-off forthcoming in the Brainerd zone.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the 2 that Schluter has let in are 2 that he probably didn't even see, D-Mac. It's right now both of these goaltenders. I mean, Bartholomew has been very solid, and I think the same of Schluter down at the other end.
Yep, so far Griffin Bartholomew has made 15 saves. Brady Schluter has made 9. Here's a turnover by Brainerd, and Aiden Schneiderhan tried to lean in to take a shot, but that got deflected, and Brainerd will send it back to neutral ice. And here's a pass that goes into the Alexandria zone. Now played back out to neutral ice, sent back in by Drew Hokinson. And now it's going to be taken here by Aiden Schneiderhan. Now the pass up to the left side and into neutral ice. Brainerd will play it back in, but the Warriors need to get back on side. That allows Rogan Anderson to kind of weave his way up, but now he gets met along the wall, and he lost the puck. Shot gets deflected, and now it's going to be claimed by Grady Olson. And Brainerd's going to send it back in, and now Brady Schluter was looking to guide the puck with his stick around behind the net, and it went off the side of the net. That drew a few oohs from the crowd on hand. Now a pass intended for Grady Olson. It gets sent in by Alexandria. Owen Klimek able to get it along the right wall. Owen Klimek now sending it, and it's Will Thornburg battling for it. And now another player gets in for Alexandria as Thornburg trying to control it along the wall. Still 2-0 Brainerd, under 4 minutes to go in the second. Now Brainerd will clear it back the other way. Connor Wang will go back to play it. Wang and Nick Schultz are the two deep partners on the ice. The forwards include Miles Breitzman, Bennett Waldorf, and Harlan Ream. Here is Waldorf trying to connect with Ream, and the pass over into the right corner. Now Brainerd will look to chip it out, and the Warriors do just that. Now winning a race is Dylan Wenshaw up the left side. Cardinals get back on defense, so Wenshaw is not able to get a shot on goal. Now it's going to be played around. Here is Ben Fields handling the puck, but it's intercepted. Miles Breitzman will get it out toward Waldorf, now ahead toward Nick Schultz. Schultz, the senior captain and defenseman, drops it off to Ream, who got spun around and lost possession of the puck. Now it's back to neutral ice and played through neutral back into the Alexandria zone. 2-0 for Brainerd in the second period. Now the Cardinals will play it up ahead, and here's a pass up to Brody Berg left side. He's got it in the offensive zone. He tried to center, but nobody in front except a couple of Warrior players, including Xander Peterson, who backhands it to neutral ice. Now another shot. This one will be on goal, and the save is made as Ace Schindler pulled the trigger there for the Brainerd Warriors.
Yeah, back and forth here. I mean, there's no let up here in the second end of the second period. Both of these teams are feeling, in Alexandria a little bit more, feeling the pressure to get something on the board here.
Yeah, the Cardinals would like to do that in the last 2 minutes of the second period, still in search of that first goal of the game. Now here's Aaron Anderson playing it up the ice into the Brainerd zone. Now it's cycled to Brody Berg, able to come away with it over toward Evan Klimek. Now out to Brolin McPhail. He fired toward the net. That got tipped. Brainerd sends a lead pass ahead. McPhail will intercept and play it back in to the Warriors zone. We're down to 90 seconds remaining in period number 2. It is Brainerd 2, Alexandria no score. Our scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Now the Warriors wait to get back on side, and Brainerd will play the puck in. Now it's going to be sent over toward the left half wall. The Cardinals gain possession. Pass ahead to Owen Klimek. He'll go wide. Owen Klimek with the puck, dropping it off. A one-timer by Rogan Anderson got deflected. Now we're down to less than a minute remaining in the second. Aiden Schneiderhan will backhand a pass into the Brainerd zone. Brainerd comes back the other way. Here's Cooper Katzenberger trying to drop it off. We got a scramble in front, and the Cardinals will come away with it. Here comes Grady Olson up the right side, 3-on-3, trying to race past a defender for Brainerd. Now the puck played the other way by the Warriors. Schluter will slow it up here for Schneiderhan, playing it toward Connor Wang. Now Wang up, tried to get it up out of the zone, but Brainerd will drop it in again. Now a pass ahead. Here is Bennett Waldorf steering it up into the Brainerd zone. 15 seconds to go in the second period. Now the puck gets cycled. Now a battle for possession. I think Miles Breitzman digging for it here. And the remaining seconds on the clock are about to go away, and we reach the end of the second. And Brainerd had a 1-goal lead after one. The Warriors doubled that advantage and will take a 2-goal lead into the final period. Through 2 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, it's the Brainerd Warriors 2, the Alexandria Cardinals nothing. We're going to take a timeout. We'll enjoy some messages from our boosters of Cardinal sports programming. And then JJ and I will return with the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report after this timeout.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health?
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth?
Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Through 2 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, it is Brainerd 2, Alexandria nothing in varsity boys hockey. We welcome you to our broadcast of the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report, which during the hockey season, we air after the second period of each varsity hockey matchup. Jeff James, Dave McClurg, videographer J.P. Boline in Brainerd, Minnesota. And Jeff, again, I think we kind of talked a little bit about this after the first period. A pretty even game, but, you know, at this point, it seems like if there's been puck luck in this game, the Cardinals have none of it.
Right.
Brainerd might have some of it. You know,
Right.
I think you referenced, you know, with the 2 goals being scored, I think you remarked during the second period that Brady Schluter might not have seen either one of the 2 that got behind him into the net.
Yeah, I really don't think that he did. And, you know, but I guess it's like the old baseball analogy, though. It really doesn't matter what the hit looked like. It's still a hit. And I guess that's the same thing for goals. It doesn't really matter how they go in. They went in. So, but I really do think that this is it's one of those little misnomers, though. It's like this doesn't feel like a game that Alexandria should be losing. It should be a 0-0 game, and it should be one of these nail biters going into the third period. Which it's only 2-0. Alexandria has got firepower. We know that they've had several really good opportunities. But Bartholomew has just been that good in the other end. So I really think that these two teams are very, very evenly matched. And in this third period, I think we're still going to see some fireworks.
Scoring recap up to this point. Again, Brainerd with both goals, 1 in each of the 2 periods. The Warriors, I believe, on their second surge into Alexandria's end in the opening period, got a goal. Axton Peterson, the junior forward, scored his 5th of the year, and that was assisted by Aiden Dobis, 7th assist of the year for Dobis. 1-0 Brainerd. That was just 28 seconds into the game, and it stayed 1-0 until a little more than 7 minutes into the second period. Again, Logan Chiradelli basically fired a puck that kind of curled through or past one of the Alexandria defenders that unfortunately was in the line of sight for the goaltender Brady Schluter, and Chiradelli found the back of the net, and for the defenseman, it was his first goal of the season. He is a junior defenseman for Brainerd. No other assists on the play, so it's 2-0 for the Warriors. Only one penalty called in tonight's game. That was Richie Pyle going to the box for tripping, and that occurred at 8:06 of the second period. Though Alexandria got some good shots on goal as part of that power play, no scores for the visitors. Shots for the game, Alexandria had 8 in the second for a 2-period total of 15. Brainerd had 7 for a 2-period total of 14. So Griffin Bartholomew, the junior goaltender for the Warriors, has 15 saves on the night. And Brady Schluter, the goaltender for the Alexandria Cardinals, has a total of 12 saves in tonight's game. So, Jeff James, you point out, this is a game that is still within Alexandria's reach to get. And I think the old axiom is that a 2-goal lead can sometimes be the most challenging to keep.
Right.
Now, you've mentioned, as we've done broadcasts, the first 5 minutes of a period will prove to be important. And obviously, when you're trying to come back from a 2-goal deficit, the first 5 minutes of the third will be very crucial for the Alexandria Cardinals. But how do you feel about the way the Cardinals have started the first 5 minutes of the game and then the first 5 minutes of the second period?
Well, it was a little bit on their heels in the first 5 minutes of the first period, but the second period, I think they came out very well. And, that 2-goal lead thing, I just really think that the big thing here is who scores the next goal. If Alexandria gets that one put in, now you're within reach. Now you got 1 goal. Anything can happen, even getting it into overtime, whatever it may be. But if you're looking at a 3-goal deficit and you have a goaltender playing like Bartholomew is playing, that could take the wind out of the Cardinal sail. But we'll see. I have a feeling that Coach Olson will get those boys really fired up to come out in this third period and make a run at it.
Russ Hendricks, when he joins me for our Alexandria Cardinal basketball coverage, he'll frequently mention as a shooter, if you're having an off night, the shots are hitting the rim or they're not making their target, that can be a little bit frustrating.
Yeah.
But once you see one go through, that can build your confidence level. Maybe, translating that to the hockey rink here, maybe Alexandria just needs that first shot to get past Griffin Bartholomew. Bartholomew's numbers are indicative that he's not, the numbers would say that he is capable of yielding some goals in this game. Now, maybe he's having one of his better nights of the season so far, but the goals against average is not that far away from 5. It's 4.77, and his save percentage is .833. So that basically means for every 6 shots that are coming his way, 1 is resulting in a score for the other team. So are we seeing Griffin Bartholomew have the night of his junior year tonight? I don't know.
Yeah, and I think Russ Hendricks has got it perfect. I mean, you just need to continue to shoot. I mean, 14 shots isn't a lot, but there's been a lot of blocking shots on both sides tonight. There's been a lot of pucks making it up into the netting from tips. There's been just a lot of things that have prevented those goaltenders from seeing a ton of shots. But I feel Alexandria just needs to continue to get that shooter's confidence that Russ Hendricks talks about and continue to go. Continue to shoot, continue to get people to the net, get some traffic in front of Bartholomew, and things can happen.
So after 2, it is Brainerd 2, Alexandria nothing in varsity boys hockey. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for presenting our mid-game report. Now on our late media platforms, we enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic.
where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, part of the moments that bring our community together.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Boys hockey game. DMAC with a Culture Vulture editorial here. In my humble opinion, Tears for Fears belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you are listening to our radio coverage, you'll know that the little bumper that brought us back to Brainerd was a track from Tears for Fears' album Songs from the Big Chair, and their #1 hit, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Right now, Brainerd is ruling the building here at the Essentia Health Sports Center. The Warriors have a 2-0 lead over Alexandria as the third period gets underway. Both teams will be at full strength. As you watch on our YouTube channel, Brainerd will now be flowing right to left. Sir goaltender Brady Schluter is now off to our left, and Alexandria tried the stretch pass, and it ends up being icing, so face-off will be forthcoming in the Alexandria zone. The Cardinals start the period with the forward line of Brody Berg, Evan Klimek, and Aaron Anderson. Defensive partners Connor Wang and Nick Schultz. Brainerd starts the third period with the forward line of Aiden Dobis, Richie Pyle, and Axton Peterson, along with defenseman Drew Hokanson and Jack Leibel. Now Alexandria's Connor Wang gains possession of the puck. He's going to play it ahead up toward Aaron Anderson. Anderson looking to fire, but that shot got blocked, and now Brainerd will play it back out into neutral ice. Here goes Pyle up the left side. His shot got deflected by Aaron Anderson. The Cardinals redirected. Nick Schultz plays it out to the neutral zone. Now ahead, Evan Klimek will send it across as Will Thornburg comes in, as the Cardinals will change personnel here. Now Brainerd will look to chip it back out to neutral ice. Wang will send it across the blue line. Now it comes back out. Now Connor Wang will skate in. He'll fire, and that one gets deflected out of play. So
very good job at keeping those sticks in those shooting lanes, because that's probably about the 6th or 7th puck we've seen go up into that netting tonight.
So the faceoff will be coming up to the left of the goaltender, Griffin Bartholomew. Grady Olson, Owen Klimek, and Will Thornburg, your forwards on the ice. Rogan Anderson and Aiden Schneiderhan out there as well. Cardinals do win the draw. Schneiderhan plays it along the wall. Now Brainerd's going to chip it back the other way. Now here goes Rogan Anderson looking to play the puck, and now Brainerd takes it, but the Warriors can't keep it onside. Owen Klimek's going to send it rink wide toward Thornburg. Now Thornburg across to Schneiderhan, and he'll lead the puck into the Brainerd zone. Now the Cardinals, Owen Klimek looking to play it out front for Grady Olson, but that got deflected. Now a big hit along the wall here by the Cardinals, and now it's played out front, but the shot is deflected on the attempt by Grady Olson. He's got it back. He'll send it out to the point. Rogan Anderson will fire, and that one is guided over into the corner by the Warrior goaltender, Griffin Bartholomew. And another open ice hit here. Aiden Schneiderhan sends Ace Schindler to the ice. And Schindler kind of banged his stick on the ice as he headed over toward the Warrior bench. And now the Cardinals, Will Draper back to take the puck, looking to play it along the wall. And now the Cardinals will chip it out. It's going to come back the other way where Connor Fulton will look to get it. Fulton will play it. The Cardinals have their forward line of Miles Breitzman along with Bennett Waldorf and Harlan Ream on the ice. Now a pass the other way, and the Warriors will be whistled for the icing, so a face-off will be coming up in the Brainerd zone. It does seem in the first few minutes of this third period, we should say, JJ, Alexandria's brought the physical nature into the game once again.
They for sure have. And that's one way to let Brainerd know you're not going away. This is not going to be a cakewalk for you guys in the next 16 minutes here.
2-0 the Warriors with the lead. We're almost 3 minutes into the final period of regulation play. Now it's going to be sent up ahead. Dylan Wenshaw on the ice for the Warriors. He's joined by Cooper Katzenberger and Ben Fields. Now the puck taken by the Cardinals as Miles Breitzman will drop it off to Harlan Ream. Ream crosses the center center line, and now I believe we're going to have a whistle here, as I think the Cardinals were into the offensive zone too soon. So the face-off will be coming up just outside the Brainerd blue line. The Warriors will bring the Aiden Dobas, Richie Pyle, Axton Peterson line back onto the ice. The Cardinals counter with their forward line of Brody Berg, Aaron Anderson, and Evan Klimek. Now the puck back into the Brainerd zone. Aaron Anderson steering it over toward Evan Klimek. He's got it along the left wall. Now a centering pass intercepted, and the Warriors will play it out of the zone. Now Alexandria looking to come back in, but it's going to be sent up to neutral ice where Richie Pyle will backhand the biscuit into the Alexandria end. Now it's Evan Klimek sending it ahead to Aaron Anderson. Anderson up the right side, looking to fire toward the net. That's off target. Puck goes into the left corner. Now Klimek Anderson with the puck for Alexandria, sending it out. Grady Olson looking to fire toward the upper left corner, but that goes wide. Now it's going to be kept in. Nick Schultz's shot is intercepted, and now it's going to be played the other way by Brainerd. We're approaching 4.5 minutes time elapsed in this third period. It is a 2-0 lead for the Brainerd Warriors. Scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Now the puck is back in, and now it's going to be the Warriors trying to cycle it around. Kept in by Alexandria, as now it comes over toward the right wall. Aiden Schneiderhan able to slide it back into the corner. Grady Olson trying to do some work along the wall. Now Will Thornburg will come to try to get the puck for Alexandria. Brainerd will steer it out of the zone and back up into the neutral ice area. 2-0 Brainerd. We're now 5 minutes into the third period here at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. D-Mac and JJ, Jeff James bringing you the play-by-play tonight on KXRA Radio. We also have the live video streaming on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube, where you get the KXRA audio with the video action provided by J.P. Boleen, our videographer tonight. And now a long pass the other way, and they'll wave off the icing here. Rogan Anderson will send it over toward Brolin McPhail. Now the Cardinals looking to break out, but a pass gets intercepted. Now Rogan Anderson will chip it ahead toward Waldorf, and Waldorf not able to play it out. Now the Cardinals gain control and still have issues getting the puck out of the zone. Now Miles Breitzman finds the lead man. That's Waldorf. Then he'll send it back to Breitzman. Breitzman will backhand a pass into the Brainerd end. Now we go under 11 minutes remaining in the third period. It is Alexandria trailing Brainerd 2-0. Now here's Brolin McPhail firing on the goaltender And the save is made by Griffin Bartholomew, and that will be his 17th of the night.
This is the kind of pressure, D-Mac, that the Cardinals need to show here in this first 6 minutes that they have. This is definitely the kind of pressure that they need to show to get back into this game.
Brody Berg actually it's Evan Klimek battling for the face-off here against the Warriors' Axton Peterson, and the puck finds its way to Bartholomew and will have a save made. And a face-off coming up in the Brainerd Warriors end again. And the puck is dropped, and the puck along the back wall, and now Brainerd will send it over toward the right side. Here comes Ben Fields back up into the neutral zone, and now it's going to be over the glass across the way. And let's see where the faceoff is going to come. Play gets stopped with 10:36 to go in regulation time. It's Brainerd 2, Alexandria nothing. Our scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Now a neutral zone faceoff here. Evan Klimek against Axton Peterson. Peterson wins the draw, plays the puck toward the Alexandria goal where Brady Schluter makes the save. Now the Cardinals have Evan Klimek coming in. He'll fire and a glove save there. I don't think that would be a shot on goal. Bartholomew was able to shift to his left, toward the edge of the crease to glove that. Had he let it go, I think just looking at the angle of the shot, I think it would have gone back behind the net. So the face-off coming up, and Brainerd will win the draw as Michael Hagley will steer it over toward the right side in the defensive zone. Now it's going to be played back to neutral ice. Axton Peterson working in, and now the Warriors will try to set up their forecheck, and it leads to a good scoring chance down inside, and a save gets made. Actually, I think it was Richie Pyle who just shot it a little bit wide. Boy, I tell you, Brainerd did some good work off that back wall, getting Pyle the good scoring chance.
Yeah, they have some lively boards here that really pop that puck right back out in front of Schluter. And Schluter, to his credit, was Johnny on the spot to dive on that.
The face-off is played out of the zone by Alexandria, so Brainerd will look to get back on side. And now the puck comes back into the Cardinals' end. Connor Wang lost possession of the puck. It leads to a scoring chance, and this time it's Kellen Ellingson that can't convert. Ellingson, Xander Peterson, and Ace Schindler are the three forwards on the ice for Brainerd. The Cardinals counter with their forward line of Will Thornburg, Owen Klimek, and Grady Olson. Here comes Nick Schultz, the defenseman, up the right side. He's got it back behind the net, still carrying the puck. Now he'll drop it off. Working in, I believe, is Grady Olson. He'll now take it, send it back out. Here's Thornburg looking to fire. That one is tipped out of play over the glass, and we'll have a face-off coming up. And I believe this will be in the Warriors' end. We have now played nearly 8 minutes of the third period. The score after 2 is the score that we have right now. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard has Brainerd leading Alexandria in varsity boys hockey by a score of 2-0. Harlan Ream battling Cooper Katzenberger for the draw, and the Cardinals try to control the puck, but Brainerd will skate out with it. Here comes Ben Fields up the left side. He'll fire, and Brady Schluter makes the save. Now a play behind the wall, and Rogan Anderson will steer it into the direction of Miles Breitzman. Breitzman will carry it across his own blue line, now looking to play it ahead. Bennett Waldorf has it, and he got sent to the ice here by Dylan Wenshaw. Now the puck squirting through neutral. Ream is going to send it back toward Aiden Schneiderhan, and his backhander is intercepted. Skating in is Ben Fields. His centering pass intercepted by the Cardinals. Now coming the other way is Brody Berg. Berg trying to work his way through the defense, but it's going to be redirected here by the Brainerd Warriors. We're now midway through the third period with Brainerd leading Alexandria 2-0. Turnover in neutral ice. Aaron Anderson leads to Evan Klimek. His shot is saved, and then another shot, this time by Brody Berg, and another save made by the Brainerd goaltender Griffin Bartholomew.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like Bartholomew is having one of those games that you talked about
Is this the best game of his junior season?
Right. He's playing very well.
19 saves for the junior netminder Griffin Bartholomew of Brainerd. Now the puck over along the wall. Evan Klimek will send it around toward the right boards for Brody Berg. Berg now met along the wall here by defenseman Michael Hagley. 2-0 Brainerd. We're into the third period. Under 8 minutes remaining in regulation time. Centering attempt is intercepted by Brainerd's Axton Peterson. Peterson will come back the other way. His shot, it's a stick save for the goaltender Brady Schluter. Now the Cardinals, Brolin McPhail trying to bring it ahead. Now Evan Klimek comes away with it, and the Cardinals will look to set up. And now a pass gets chipped the other way. Now Evan Klimek has it again, but his lead pass intercepted by Hagley. Hagley will work in. His shot is a blocker save for Brady Schluter. Now it's going to be taken here by the Brainerd Warriors up ahead to the blue line as the Warriors will change personnel. Connor Wang will skate with the puck, sending it up ahead and backhanding it into the Warriors zone. We now go under 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Brainerd 2, Alexandria 0. Cardinals possessing the puck. Here's a centering attempt for Grady Olson, but that's wide. Olson will track it down along the left wall. Now it comes to Connor Wang. Back to Grady Olson. His one-timer goes wide. Now it's going to be played around, and it's going to be sent out of the zone. Here comes Andrew Peterson the other way, but back to challenge him as Owen Klimek. Now Peterson gets to the puck again. His centering attempt will elude everybody, and it gets played back to the neutral zone. Now Brainerd will send it ahead, and I believe this missed everybody, so an icing call means a face-off forthcoming in the Warriors zone. 6:17 is our time remaining in regulation. It's Brainerd 2, Alexandria no score. Now the face-off will be coming up to the right of the goaltender, Griffin Bartholomew. Harlan Ream will be battling for the draw. And the Warriors may have, I believe it's going to be Kellen Ellingson battling for the draw there. Nope, it was Cooper Katzenberger. So now the Warriors gain possession of the puck. Alexandria trying to do some work along the back wall here. 2-0 Brainerd, third period. Now the Cardinals will put a shot that got tipped, and it went into the corner. Now it's played back out to neutral ice. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. Alexandria down by a 2-0 score. Aiden Schneiderhan will drop it off to Harlan Ream. Ahead now to Miles Breitzman. Breitzman kept wide by Brainerd's defense. A centering attempt intended for Bennett Waldorf, and I think it got deflected to the point where the goaltender Bartholomew is going to cover up here. That may have actually been a shot where Bartholomew ended up making the save.
Yeah, and Alexandria continues with this onslaught of pressure. And, like you said, it only takes one, and then we have the pulled goalie scenario, all kinds of things. It'd be nice to see one here in the next couple of minutes, though.
Right, make it a little more interesting. We have 5:37 to go on the clock, and the clock is on the move once again. Alexandria down by a couple of goals. Here is Aaron Anderson gaining possession of the puck. He's going to send it back out toward Schneiderhan, who will then steer it in. But now Brainerd comes away with it, and the Warriors are coming the other way. Aiden Dobus will send it in, trying to lead it ahead, but the pass is broken up. Now a turnover here. Dobus' shot blocked, though, by the stick of Owen Klimek. Now it's going to be played back behind. Here is Aiden Schneiderhan sending it toward Brody Berg. Looks like Berg, Aaron Anderson, and Owen Klimek are the line combination on the ice at the moment, although now I think Aaron Anderson's line mates get back onto the ice. Here is Grady Olson getting to the puck here. No, it is Grady Olson, Evan Klimek, and Aaron Anderson. Now the forwards for Alexandria. Defenseman Brolin McPhail and Will Draper on the ice for the Cardinals. Down to 4.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. It's Brainerd 2, Alexandria 0 in this boys hockey matchup, and now we've got a puck that goes over the glass, and that will stop play. 4:24, our time remaining here in period number 3. Once we wrap up our play-by-play, we'll have our post-game report brought to you by Jutner Motors of Alexandria. I'll head down to ice level to get together with one of the Alexandria Boys hockey players of tonight's game. And we'll have some numbers to share with you and much more as part of our Jutner Motors post-game report following the play-by-play. Now Brainerd quickly works it to the other end, and a shot is gloved out of the air by the goaltender Brady Schluter. Schluter's only allowed 2 goals out of 20 Brainerd shots. The first shot that Brainerd had tonight resulted in a score, and since the 28-second mark of this game, the Warriors have played from in front. Now face off to Schluter's left. I believe it's going to be Kellen Ellingson and Grady Olson battling for the draw. And here's a shot toward the goal, and the save is made. Now another shot. That one got blocked by an Alexandria player. Now the puck steered ahead by Connor Wang. Now at the blue line, Grady Olson tracks it down for the Alexandria Cardinals. He'll now work into the Brainerd zone. Going the other way. Centering pass broken up, intercepted by Peterson. Axton Peterson will send it back to neutral ice. We're now more than 13 minutes into this third period, and the Cardinals still looking for that first goal, trailing 2-0. Evan Klimek handling the puck for Alexandria. It comes to Nick Schultz, but it hopped off his stick and bounced back to neutral ice. Now Schultz will look to steer it ahead. Bennett Waldorf will send a puck toward Bartholomew, and he'll make the save, and that will be his 21st in tonight's game. Play stopped now with 3:19 to go in regulation. It is a 2-0 lead for Brainerd. Now it's Harlan Ream that will look to win the face-off here against the Warriors' Cooper Katzenberger. Now the puck gets cycled around and back out into neutral ice. Tipped by Dylan Wenshaw. And now steered ahead, but Alexandria gets it back. Here is Aiden Schneiderhan sending a rink-wide pass that gets intercepted. Now Bennett Waldorf will try to play it ahead for the Alexandria Cardinals, but Brainerd intercepts as we go under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Cardinals down by 2 goals, and time is definitely becoming more of an ally of the host Brainerd Warriors. Here's Aiden Schneiderhan working in. He takes the shot, save made. There was a brief rebound, but Brainerd steered the puck over to the wall. Now it's back behind the net. The Warriors will take it, and now Brainerd will kind of float a pass out to center ice off the skates of Dylan Wenshaw. Alexandria takes over. Schneiderhan feeds it to Harlan Ream. Ream wide on the right side, takes a shot from a tough angle, and we have a deflection. And did the puck go out of play? Nope.
Or did it?
Well, I think the net came off the foundation. And being that the play does get stopped, Alexandria head coach Dr. Landon Olson is going to take his team's timeout. Are we at the scenario here, JJ, where considering that his team is going to try to win a face-off in Brainerd's zone?
3-0 or
it stays 2-0.
Or it stays 2-0. So I think this is the perfect time to pull Schluter and get an extra player on the ice for the Cardinals.
Yep, and we anticipate that will be coming. Again, our time remaining in regulation down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Brainerd's goals, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. Axton Peterson at the 28-second mark to put the hosts on top. Aiden Dobas got the assist. And then Logan Chiradelli netting his first goal. The defenseman for the Warriors netting one at 7:15 of the second, and we've had no scoring since. Shots in the contest, 22 for Alexandria, 20 for Brainerd. So Griffin Bartholomew, the netminder for the Warriors, has a shutout going with 22 saves.
Yeah, he's played really, in my opinion, both of these goaltenders have played extremely well tonight. It just is the fact that Schluter wasn't able to see a couple of those shots that came in, and that's the difference right now in the game.
6 skaters on the ice for Alexandria, including defenseman Nick Schultz and forwards Grady Olson, Miles Breitzman. I think we've got Aaron Anderson on the ice. Also Will Thornburg and Brody Berg. Now the puck kept in. Schultz will send it to Grady Olson, and now it's intercepted, and the puck will end up being iced. I could see what Brainerd was trying to do, fire at that opening net, or open net, I should say, but fortunately that was about 2 feet wide to the right.
Oh yeah, take advantage of every opportunity. I mean, it's an icing here, which is going to continue to put you down in the defensive zone, but take an opportunity if you have it.
And the face-off, and the puck is won by the Cardinals. Nick Schultz firing on net, save made. Rebound for Aaron Anderson. His shot got blocked. Now a battle along the wall. Brainerd's going to clear it out. And now back to play the puck here is Nick Schultz. The Cardinals will try to get moving. Under 2 minutes to go in the third period. Alexandria still in search of that first goal of the night. Now Nick Schultz intercepts the pass. Plays it to Grady Olson, back to Schultz's one-timer, into traffic, scramble in front. Aaron Anderson gets to the puck. He tries to send it to Grady Olson. It's backhanded out of the zone by the Warriors. 90 seconds to go here in the third. Brainerd 2, Alexandria nothing. Grady Olson handling the puck. Now Miles Breitzman has it for Nick Schultz. His shot got blocked. Rebound, Aaron Anderson shot blocked. Breitzman's shot goes a little bit wide. Now it's going to be played out to the blue line, kept in by Schultz. Pass or a shot toward the net. That's saved. Another rebound. That comes across the crease. Cardinals putting on intense pressure now as we go under a minute remaining in the game. Now Brainerd's going to intercept, and the Warriors will end up icing the puck. Alexandria's gotten a couple of shots on goal with the player advantage here, but still trying to get that first marker of the night. It's still 2-0 Brainerd. And now we're going to see coming out onto the ice for Alexandria, Connor Wang, Aiden Schneiderhan, Bennett Waldorf, Harlan Ream, Owen Klimek, and I believe Evan Klimek. It'll be Evan Klimek and Kellen Ellingson battling for the draw. And off the face-off, the puck goes over toward the left wall, and Brainerd clears it out. Connor Wang has it. Again, the Alexandria net is open. Down to the final 45 seconds of the game. Harlan Ream now working in. He'll take the shot, and a save for Bartholomew. Now back out top. Another shot that's blocked. Here's Evan Klimek getting it off to Ream. Down to a half minute remaining. Cardinals down by 2. Now the puck along the wall. It's sent out to the point. Wang is going to send it across. Over to Schneiderhan, down into the corner. Cardinals, Connor Wang has it. He'll fire, save made, backhander, scramble, and Bartholomew is going to cover up. Oh my, and now a late shove here by Harlan Ream, and he could be not only getting the gate, but that could be a little extracurricular activity after the whistle. So that's unfortunate that Alexandria takes its only penalty of the night at 16:49 of this hockey game. And
it looks like we're going to have both of them with a cross check.
Yep, so coincidental minors there. So I believe still 6 skaters for Alexandria, 5 for Brainerd, although they've put the, okay.
Yeah, they should just take them off, but.
Yep, so.
And they'll ask them to take them off, but I think for 11 seconds, they're not going to worry about it.
Yep, so the Cardinals win the draw. Schneiderhan will fire, another save, and time is going to end up running out. Connor Wang's last shot of the game is partially blocked, and the Brainerd Warriors have emerged victorious tonight against the visiting Alexandria Cardinals. Little extra activity over along the wall as the game comes to an end, but the Brainerd Boys hockey team, which has been playing well as of late, now has 5 victories in the last 6 games overall, and the Warriors win the first in the head-to-head meetings with the Alexandria Cardinals this year. Tonight's final on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard reads Brainerd 2, Alexandria nothing in varsity boys hockey. That drops Alexandria's record to 7-11 on the year, where Brainerd with the victory goes to 7-10-2. That's going to do it for our play-by-play. We do invite you to stick around. I'll head downstairs when we get rolling with the Jutner Motors post-game report. We'll have some conversation with one of the Alexandria Cardinal hockey players, get that person's perspective on tonight's game. We'll have a stat recap and much more straight ahead. But right now on our late media platforms, including KXRA Radio and the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube, we enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage. Regarding play of the game, do you want to give it to me?
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I mean, I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
At the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd, the Alexandria Cardinal Boys hockey team suffers a loss to the Warriors by a final score of 2-0. Alexandria coming up short in the first head-to-head meeting between the Cardinals and the Brainerd Warriors this year. We welcome you to our Eldon's, our Juttner Motors post-game report, along with J.P. Boleen, our videographer, and Jeff James, my broadcast partner. I am DMAC, Dave McClurg. Our post-game interview is being brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? You can check out their selection online at qualitytoyota.net, or you can visit their showroom the next time you're in Fergus Falls, Minnesota, Their showroom is located on West Lincoln Avenue. Aaron Anderson is joining us as our Quality Toyota Cardinal player of tonight's game. And Aaron, a tough game, first of the two meetings of the year between the Brainerd Warriors. A somewhat physical game. Disappointment not being able to, dent the scoreboard tonight. What's your view on what transpired over the last couple of hours here?
It's just simple things. We've had our chances. Their goalies, he's a stud. He gets off the puck pretty well. And to be honest, it's just a matter of chances. We didn't bury on him, and you learn from it. You learn from that. It's unfortunate. We think about it. We work at practice tomorrow.
I know that, Brainerd actually scored, I believe, the first half minute of the game, and the Warriors were able to keep the lead the rest of the night. I talked about it during the game, in terms of puck luck, and I don't want to alibi or make excuses. Your team didn't seem to have any puck luck in this game, where Brainerd probably had a little bit more puck luck.
Yeah, no, it's the game of hockey. It can go both ways. We could have scored 7 goals. We could have scored none, which we did. It's the game of hockey. You never know. It's the fun of playing it.
Of course, you'll have the opportunity to play the Warriors again next week as Brainerd will visit Alexandria, I believe, on Thursday night, February 5th. Is it going to be a benefit to play them again fairly quickly? Because it's so weird that this conference rivalry didn't get renewed until late January.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And it doesn't matter who we play and when we play them. We just got to know we got to bring our game. And to be honest, tonight I think we were a little off mentally in the first period, and it happens. It's simple things, but you learn from it.
Your team does not often play games that start at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or, maybe once in a great while a 5:15 game. And again, we're not looking to make excuses, but could some of that, somewhat flat performance in the first period, could it be attributed to the fact that your game day routine got changed because you're playing early?
I don't really think so. How I am is I don't like having superstitions and certain times, because you never know when stuff gets changed. You got to think of something. And to be honest, we still have to show up and play. Doesn't matter what time we play it. If it's in the morning, afternoon, night, doesn't matter. We have to show up and play our game. Nothing changes.
We are getting together right now with Aaron Anderson from the Alexandria Cardinal Boys hockey team, our Quality Toyota Cardinal athlete player of this game. Brainerd gets the victory over Alexandria by a final score of 2-0. Aaron, I noticed that you were placed on the line, I believe, with Evan Klimek and Brody Berg here. Were you surprised when you were made aware of that change that you would be moving up to that line?
No, I wouldn't say surprised, because during the season, you got to find small victories, and by a change, could send a momentum change to one of the players. Lines don't matter. You show up and you play your job, and that's it. You change lines to win games.
Yep, and maybe we'll see some different adjustments that go along. Your team still has plenty of competition to go. I believe 7 games left in the regular season, but yet it seems the numbers on the scoreboard don't lie. Do you feel that you and your teammates are kind of fighting it a little bit, trying to get some momentum or positive momentum coming your way?
Yes, 100%. It's tough to find the small victories, and that comes down to winning corner battles, making good hits, just getting energy going on the bench is what we kind of lack at, and we're getting better at it. But we're getting into crunch time now, so we got to find our small victories, and we have to build off of it.
I know that Coach Olson was mentioning to me as part of our pregame show, he was looking for small victories, and one of the concepts he used was the term sacrifice, and that might mean, pulling some extra shifts or getting in the way of Brainerd shots and different things like that. Did you see some of those small victories in this game, blocking shots and different things along that lines?
Yeah, well, first of all, Coach is right. That is 100% correct. You need to have sacrifice, and tonight wasn't the greatest night. We me included, I strayed away from some shots, and I need to get in front of that, because nobody likes blocking shots. But yes, I would agree. We do need to sacrifice for each other, all of us. So we need to block shots and get our boys going as a 5-man unit.
Of course, the playoffs begin in 3 weeks, but still, I think 6 or 7 regular season games to go. Obviously you got to show up and play, but what do you feel the team is capable of doing better in the last 7 games of the regular season before you start sections?
Yeah, sky's the limit. Anything can happen. We just need to show up and just put this in the past. Obviously you learn from it. You just got to put it in the past, and we have to move forward. Just like a snowball. Just keep on pushing it. And yeah, that's all we got to do. Just got to put in the past, learn from it, and sky's the limit. So.
Aaron, I'm going to talk to you a little bit when we get into the break here. Appreciate your comments after the game. Safe travels back to Alexandria. Good luck with the games coming up later in the week here.
Thank you, sir.
There is Aaron Anderson, forward for the Alexandria Boys hockey team, our quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of tonight's game. This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio as well through the Voice of Alexandria app. And you're also watching tonight's game on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel, with Integrity Title of Alexandria being our signature streaming sponsor. Now we'll enjoy these words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinals Boys.
Resorts Marine in Osakas. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakas.
What's your number?
Driven for
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Final time to the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd, where the Warriors boys hockey team prevails over Alexandria in a shutout. 2-0 the final score as Alexandria falls to 7-11 on the year. And the Brainerd Warriors with the victory go to 7-10 and 2 on the year. Again, the scoring, one goal in the opening period for Brainerd, one goal in the second period for the Brainerd Warriors, and that would do it on the night. The opening goal of the game was scored by Paxton Peterson just 28 seconds into the contest. Aiden Dobas had the assist, and then we'll estimate that he had 27 shots on goal, so he gets that in the shutout. Brady Schluter ends up making about 18-19 saves on the night, and he suffers the loss, although again he deserved a better fate. Only 3 minor penalties called in this game. 2 minors for Brainerd for 4 minutes, and the only minor that Alexandria took was when Harlan Ream went off for cross-checking with 11 seconds to go in the game when Alexandria was in a extra attacker situation, and so that was the only minor of the night. And Jeff James, I know that you look for small victories within the scope of the season. I like that Aaron Anderson, kind of appreciates that you take your small victories where they come and when they come. And unfortunately, though Alexandria may have had better scoring chances tonight, they just they couldn't find the back of the net against Griffin Bartholomew.
Yeah, and that's the key. And I think if you look back on this game, I think maybe Aaron might have a very valid point about the first period, but I really think that Alexandria played pretty well in the second half of the first period, the second and third period. I mean, they had a lot of pressure in the third period. I think it does come down to exactly what he said. He hit it on the nose when he said we just didn't finish our chances. You can do if the puck's just not finding the back of the net, and Bartholomew played well. He played really well. I mean, I haven't seen the kid play at all this year, but I wouldn't, if this was my only time seeing him and I was guess his numbers, I wouldn't guess his numbers.
Yeah, so, he came in, I believe, at 3.71 on the year, and his goals against average was 4.77, and his save percentage was 8.33. And again, the simple math tells you that when you have a save percentage of 8.33, you're saving about 5 shots out of every 6 chances. And you had a son that was a goaltender. Right. Our videographer, J.P. Boline, was an outstanding goaltender in his day, and you both know that save percentage of 8.33 is not very strong. But yet, Griffin may have had the best game definitely of his junior year tonight. I'm sure he's going to sleep well knowing that he did his part to make sure not only did his team get a section win, but they beat one of their rivals and held them off the board in the process.
Right, and good for him. I hate taking it, but I wish Alexandria would have chinked the armor there a couple of times. But the kid played well. What do you do? You can't sit here and dwell on the fact that he shut down. So I agree with Aaron. Get right back to it tomorrow. Practice. Get ready for your next contest, because you got 6 or 7 of these things left before you hit the big time.
Yeah, and still with 7 potential games left on the schedule, there's not a whole lot of time to rest. A neat thing for the guys is they get to make a trip up to northeastern Minnesota this weekend. I believe it's going to be an overnight stay because they're in Proctor on Friday night and then play the Duluth-Denfeld Hunters on Saturday. So maybe that can serve as a turning point that their best hockey can start this weekend after a couple of quality days of practice.
Yeah, quality days of practice and a little bit of bonding time, D-Mac. That goes a long ways. I think that's why a lot of teams like to do those Christmas or holiday tournaments, because then they get the chance kind of early in the season to have that little bit of bonding time. And nothing's better than being with the boys for a weekend.
Very good. Jeff, I think we'll wrap it up here as I know we've got another varsity game ahead. I don't know how many other media jackals are in the building to cover the girls varsity game between Bemidji and Brainerd Little Falls, but safe travels. We will look forward to catching back up with you. I think our next broadcast likely will be the girls hockey intersection quarterfinal at home on February 5th, or the section semifinal at home on February 7th, depending on how the outcomes of the next week go.
Is that a vote on Saturday?
I think, well, I don't know if because Brainerd Little Falls actually has a makeup game with Fergus Falls on Monday, so I don't know if that Monday game will count and then they do the seeding, or if maybe they seed at the end of the week. I'll try to get some intel from Molly Arola, but the Alexandria opportunity to play Moorhead tonight at the Prime West Health Bluestone Community Center. So after wrapping up the conference championship last night, Moorhead and Alexandria played tonight. Boy, that would be a signature win if the Lady Cardinals can knock off the defending section champions.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to getting some updates on the way back.
Very good. Jeff, safe travels, and we'll talk to you again soon.
You as well. Have a good night.
That's Jeff James, my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal hockey coverage during the winter season. He also joins us for Alexandria soccer coverage during the fall season. Thanks to all of the boosters of our Cardinal sports coverage who helped to bring you our play-by-play of high school boys hockey from Brainerd tonight. Special thanks to Junker Motors for sponsoring the post-game report. Steve D has been our KXRA radio studio engineer. Our next play-by-play broadcast will be on Thursday from the Detroit Lakes Cultural and Community Center. Alexandria in a dual meet action will face Detroit Lakes in boys swimming and diving. That will be our one swimming broadcast during the winter season. It'll be fun to follow Kathy Walker's team up to Detroit Lakes on Thursday. Videographer J.P. Moline will be along for the ride, and Mark Storhout will be my broadcast partner for the coverage from the Detroit Lakes Community and Cultural Center on Thursday night. Our Junkner Motors pre-meet show will begin at 5:30, and the play-by-play will follow at 6. Once again, our final score tonight in varsity boys hockey at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. The host Warriors blanked the Alexandria Cardinals by a final